Today we will talk about the top 5 definitions of yoga. Let's look at the fundamental meaning of the word yoga. Yoga comes from the root word yujir, means to connect. This forms the fundamental basis based on which I will explain all the other definitions. Every word in Sanskrit language has many different meanings and it is applied according to the circumstance. The ecosystem of this body and mind is divided into 5 layers. The definition of yoga covers this entire spectrum, connecting one layer with the other. The first definition of yoga, yes, it belongs to the body. Yoga today is synonymous with the word asana or practice or postures, but that is only the beginning of yoga practice. In the Bhagavad Gita, this definition is explained very beautifully. Krishna explains, Yuktahara viharasya Yukta cheshtasya karmasu Yukta swapna avabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkhaha. How to make the body pain-free. That is the first step of yoga, the first definition of yoga. By eating the right food, by sleeping and waking up at the right time, by working with the right mentality. When you follow the practice of eating, the asanas, the lifestyle in a proper way, that is the first step you are taking towards the higher goals of yoga. By following this lifestyle practice, you achieve a painless, peaceful body, a peaceful mind, and we go to the next definition of yoga, that is for the second layer, the prana. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains, Apane juhvati pranam pranapanam tata pare pranapane gatirudhva pranayama parayanaha. One who can balance his prana, his life airs, control the energy, direct the energy, he will be able to control the mind, which is the next step. The basic transport mechanism within the body, that is what you eat, what you think, all this transport of carrying the food, energy and thought from one point to the other is controlled by your breath. That is the second layer of control. And Krishna explains with this definition in the Bhagavad Gita that once the body is controlled, one who controls the air. And Krishna explains that all our desires, frustrations, trauma, all this is stored in a network, a complex network of 72,000 nerves called the nadi. When these are cleared out by the practice of yoga, you achieve the second level, pranayama parayanaha. Now we get to the subtle practices. In the Mahabharata, a yaksha, a demigod, heavenly person, comes in the form of a crane and he asks a question to King Yudhishthir. And he asks him, what is the most difficult object to control? And Yudhishthir answers, the mind. Yes, you guessed it right. It's our own mind. There is nothing more uncontrolled than our own mind. There is nothing more that can damage you than your own mind. Your mind is your enemy or your best friend. Yoga for the mind. Yogas chitta vritti nirodha. Patanjali explains in the Yoga Sutras. Yoga chitta. Chitta is your subtle body, is your mind. Intelligence and ego, but basically referring primarily to the mind. Vritti nirodha. Vritti is a wave, is a thought wave. What's a thought wave? I have one desire to buy and work with a computer. Then I need a charging port. Then I need an external hard drive. Then I need a nice table to keep the computer. One leads to another. All our desires in life. One leads to another. One thought leads to multiple. That is called vritti. So in this way, the mind just multiplies its desires to the point we are not able to control the mind. The control that we achieve when the mind and the body are brought to the mode of goodness. Yes. When we achieve mental clarity, when we achieve peace, when we achieve a perfect silence within, that is a much higher level of yoga. And that is called Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha, your ability to control the turnings of the mind. Yoga of intelligence is the next higher definition of yoga. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains, Shruti vipratipanna te yatasthāsyasi nischala samadhav achala buddhis tada yogam avapsyasi. When your intelligence is firmly fixed, when your mind is completely controlled and your intelligence is firmly fixed within. Yoga is a journey within you. This body is a mini universe. What you find outside, there is a mini universe inside. This universe can only be explored. The chakras, the nadis, the soul, all these beautiful aspects can only be explored with intelligence. So Krishna explains that when you are done with exploring the outside world and you find a higher truth within you, that state of existence where you completely focus within yourself, finding a higher meaning to life, finding a bliss, peace within you, that yoga of intelligence where you are not disturbed by anything happening outside, or you are caught up, sucked up in those desires of the outside world, but are completely focused on the inner bliss. That is the yoga of intelligence. Tada yogam avapsyasi. Soul or Atma, the final connection, the final level of yoga. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains Yogi Namapi Sarvesham, the highest yogi, Madgatena Antaratmana, who is completely focused within on the soul and the Supreme Soul, the Creator, the Controller, the most beautiful Lord, the Lord of the yogis. We are called Atma and the Lord is called Param Atma. He says, Yogi Namapi Sarvesham Madgatena Antaratmana Shraddhavan Bhajate Yomam, one who is able to see within the light of the soul and the Supreme Soul. And what does he attain? Same Yukta Tame Mataha. And what is his state? Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. Krishna explains he attains the highest bliss. And what are the symptoms of that? Prasannatma, he is happy. Na shochati na kankshati. He is free from lamentation, free from all desire. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu. He sees everyone on this planet, within this universe, with an equal eye, neither hating, neither loving, but in a state of the highest spiritual love. Mad bhaktim labate param, and attains the highest goal of yoga, samadhi siddhir ishvara pranidhanat. The highest state of samadhi is to surrender unto the Lord with love. That is the highest definition of yoga, my friends. So, yoga for the body, diet, eat well, sleep well, have a proper lifestyle, practice asana, free yourself from disease. Then practice pranayama, strengthen your prana, have a long, healthy life. Purify the mind with concentration on the Lord, on the chakras, higher levels of meditation. Fix your mind on the highest philosophy of the yogic scriptures of the Bhagavad Gita, Yoga Sutra and others. Work with intelligence, and finally, when you are completely purified, the final state of eternal loving bliss is attained. Thank you for watching.